MinebeaMitsumi introduces the MMS201 module for applications such as refrigerator crisper drawers, clothes dryers, and dishwashers, where temperature and humidity monitoring can add additional appliance functionality. At the heart of the MMS201 module is our sensor. The MW3827 sensor includes a relative humidity sensor chip and analog front-end integrated circuit. The analog front end utilizes a 24-bit ADC and provides a fully calibrated and temperature-compensated humidity reading along with temperature output. This standalone module includes all necessary electronics and a digital I2C interface connector. In this demonstration, the MMS201 module is inserted inside an exhaust pipe to measure the relative humidity and temperature within the dryer. A second MMS201 module measures ambient relative humidity and temperature. Along with barometric pressure, these values are used to calculate absolute humidity. Prior to a wash cycle, the clothing is weighed. After washing, the clothing is transferred to a dryer with an MMS201 integrated into the exhaust to monitor relative humidity and temperature. During the drying cycle, absolute humidity is calculated and observed. This figure is then compared to the value calculated from the reference MMS201 module. At the end of the drying cycle, the clothes are weighed again and compared to the pre-washed weight to make sure no residual moisture remains. After a wash cycle, the clothing is loaded into the dryer. Since the ambient relative humidity is quite high, additional drying time was added to the standard dryer setting to make sure the clothing was completely dry. As the dryer is turned on, exhaust and ambient readings immediately depart from each other. The vertical line on the graph shows the point in the drying cycle that absolute humidity readings are calculated for both ambient and exhaust. The relative humidity of the exhaust increases initially along with rising temperature, but gradually decreases as the dryer expels moisture from the clothing. During the start of the cooling cycle, the exhaust temperature drops and the relative humidity bottoms out. The calculated absolute humidity is equal to the ambient value of 0.008 kilograms per cubic meter. This is an indication that the clothing is dry. Once the dryer cycle ends, the temperature and relative humidity values of the exhaust gradually converge with the ambient values. This graph depicts absolute humidity of the dryer exhaust as a function of dryer time. Over time, the absolute humidity decreases and gradually approaches ambient humidity. After the drying cycle, a comparison is made between pre-washed and post-dry clothing weight. The dry clothing weighs 84 grams less. This may be due to reduction of contaminants or moisture that were contained in the dirty clothes. In comparison to a conventional parallel conductive strip, the MMS201 data sample is more representative of the remaining moisture in all of the clothes rather than only those few items that come into contact with the conductive strip. The MMS201 enables precise, automated drying cycle durations, leading to improved energy efficiency and eliminating manual adjustment for the consumer. For more information about MinebeaMitsumi, please visit us at www.nmbtc.com.